Hello there, and welcome to Northrend, where I'm going to be visiting a place I have not been in a while, the floating magical city of Dalaran. It is the home of Violet Hold, and while there's a lot of lore behind Dalaran, I will specifically be going to the Violet Hold today. It is a prison of sorts where the mages of Dalaran have locked up various threats to Azeroth's safety. Over the course of their existence, they apparently drew the ire of the blue dragonfly, which is now attacking and trying to release its inhabitants. Cause trouble, maybe bring down the city and destroy it. I was kind of inspired to do this, to revisit this place because of the recent game, Destiny, and its Prison of Elders, which is quite a bit different, especially since it's a first-person shooter. But the concept reminded me a lot of what was going on in this place. You can see here we have a bunch of cells filled with various prisoners. They're just kind of chilling right now. The warden and his guards making some work of some blue dragons that already got in. But more on their way, and that's where I'm stepping in. A lot of people in WoW, I think, don't like this instance because it tends to take longer than it needs to. You get plenty of time to run around and get to these dragons as they respawn. Even if I wasn't already level 100, which is like 20 levels higher than I need to be. Good chunk of this is just doing the trash version of it, which in other dungeons would be running around from boss to boss. But since everything is located in this room, the trash comes to me. After a while, if I've been in enough trash, there will be a boss that actually comes out. He'll be released from his cell. Zermatt here, our friend, is one of the possibilities, but it's chosen at random. Today we're getting Levanthor, which is basically a giant core hound. For those of you who are unfamiliar with WoW and its dungeons, this would normally be a 5-man event. You'd all be about level 80 or so. And after killing the boss, might get some good loot. Tanking piece here. The trash itself also has some loot, but I'm not going to bother because a lot of it will be junk that elves have to sell anyway. Now, I know I've been killing these guys pretty quickly, but when it's a little bit more difficult and it takes longer to kill things, what you'll find is that all these dragons are trying to get to the door here and break down the door. You can see that since I've been killing them so quickly, they haven't done any damage to it yet. If they were to break down the door, or if I were to die somehow, and this party would wipe, then we have to start over from the last checkpoint, which would be the last boss killed. And I think that's another reason that these kind of instances weren't very popular, is just having to redo a lot of this tediousness. Whereas with a regular dungeon, you could just pick up at the exact location where you left off. So we're on to boss number 2 here, 2/3 of the way through. As you can see, there are plenty of other bosses that haven't been released yet, and they won't be. The bosses are chosen at random out of a pool. There's actually an achievement, I think, for killing all of them on Heroic. And since you can only do Heroic once per day, it might actually take you a little while to get that achievement. Just providing on random luck that you get the one you were looking for. I'd actually come back to solo this place a while back, but obviously I only do that once. There's nothing really to gain from here. I think this guy here, he gave me some trouble because he has an ability that's actually health percent based, so well as everyone else here could attack me all day and never kill me, he would actually drain my health. Morag. Obviously I don't need it, but there's also these little activation crystals here to, if you notice at the beginning of when I pulled the instance, the warden killed everything in the room. It's not very strong if I do it, but it does quite a bit of damage to at least the trash mobs. It won't one-shot a boss or anything. That wouldn't be very fair. And each of those activation crystals is a one-time use. Got one there, another here. I think there's at least another one around here somewhere. Now, as far as the blue dragonfly goes, they're, I guess, lore-wise in control of the ley lines around Azeroth. They're being commanded by Malygos, the aspect of magic, to basically go to war with the mages of Dalaran over magic. He's gone quite mad.
But this city must be raised. I will fulfill Malygos' wishes myself.
And decided the mages are a threat. And now here's the mastermind of this particular attack, and she's dead. And this particular storyline will then proceed to an actual attack on the Blue Dragonflight after their surprise attack on the mages. Once Malygos dies, another Blue Dragon takes over, and they become more or less friendly again. Once the crazy one's gone, the others kind of go, oh yeah, by the way, the mages weren't so bad.